Welcome to Videorial CD003, CorelDRAW X5 Basics, Creating Artwork for a Letterhead, Part 3. Okay, we're going to go back to our artwork from Part 2, open it up. And again, I'm going to resave it with a different name. Again, incrementally saving documents will save you a lot of stress. If a file corrupts while you're using it, it means you've only got to go back one version. So File, Save As. I'll call this one Part 3. Okay, just hit Save. Now, we're going to create the logo in the top left-hand corner of the letterhead in this Videorial. We're going to start by creating the glass of the little flying saucer. Now, I've just selected the rectangle tool, and I've just clicked and dragged a very simple rectangle. I just need to set the size to 20 millimeters wide by 42 high. Now I'm going to do that using the transformation docker. Select the size tab. Now with the proportional tick off, make sure that that's the case, we type 20 and then hit tab and then hit 42 and then hit apply. We don't want to create a copy. Notice that it grows or decreases in size from a fixed point, which is determined by this tick. Okay. Now, rectangles have properties. One of the biggest properties or main properties is radius corners. Okay, so we can set the radius in the Properties tab here, increasing. Now that takes quite a long time. Now at the moment it's set with the little padlock, which means that it will, as you increase one, it will automatically increase every corner of the rectangle. With that ticked off, obviously you can set different radii for each corner. Now a quicker way to do it is to select the shape tool and then just click and drag the tabs or the little toggles. Okay, that's it. Now we want to create the highlight in the top left hand corner of the glass, so we're going to use the contour tool, set to inside, offset 2 millimeters, and we're going to create one copy or one step. Hit apply. Now remember, when you use tools like this, it builds a relationship between the two objects which you need to break apart in order to work on the objects independently. So I'm going to go Arrange, Break, Contour Apart. Now there's two separate objects. Now what I'm going to do is use this pastry cutter effect again, using a circle. Now to create a perfect circle, you just hit Control while you're dragging. Okay, I'm just hitting the Control button here on the keyboard. And let go. Now, I want to create an effect that's like that. So I'll just position. Now, it's this portion of the inner contoured object that I want to maintain or keep. So I'm going to select the circle, then hit Shift, select the inner contoured object, and trim. Okay, creates like a half moon shape up there. I'm going to just move the circle up slightly. Again, you can experiment with how this looks. You might think that it looks slightly wrong the way I do it. It's up to you. Again, Shift, select the second object, trim. Now that gives us a kind of a balloony style effect in the top left-hand corner. Again, you can play with it, get it looking how you like it. Now, we're going to apply some color. So I'm going to start with the actual glass itself. I'm going to turn that to Pantone 344. Pantone 344 is a green. So we just click the menu, go in, and it should 344. 344 is here. 344. Just click it with the left mouse button. Remove the line, the outline, by right mouse clicking here. This is going to be white. Now we're going to go into the fill option here, uniform fill, and just remove. Make that 0. Again, remove the outline. Right. Okay. Now we're ready to start constructing the actual body of the aircraft or the flying saucer. Okay, we're going to need a series of ellipses for this. Now the first one is going to be, let's go back to the transformation docker, it's going to be 24 by 2.5 millimeters. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to fill that with, well, no, we won't fill it at the moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to align this so that it's centered upon the glass. Okay, so select the object, the ellipse, hit Shift, select the glass, and then align, center, apply. Okay, it will always align the object that you click first to the object that you select second or last. Okay, that's perfectly in alignment now. So we just need to get it horizontally in the right place. Now to move it up and down without changing the horizontal alignment, you just hit the shift button. Okay, and it will constrain it. If I start to move it in one plane, it will constrain it to that plane. So if I move my mouse up and down, it will always move it up and down without moving it independently. See, if I just move it around like that, it's out of alignment again. So if I hit Control, I can constrain it. Okay, now it's up to you where you move it. I'm going to move it just slightly above center. There we go. Now, I'm going to chop away this portion of the glass. I don't need it. I don't want it. So I'm going to create another custom cutter. I'm going to create a rectangle, and I'm going to use this ellipse to chop out that portion of the rectangle. So select the ellipse, Shift, select, trim. I've now got an object or a cutter that I can use to chop this glass. Okay, so I'm going to select the rectangle, hit Shift, select the glass, and then trim. There we go. Then I can delete my little cutter. Now I'm going to add some colour to, this is going to be the hole in which the glass sits. Now currently it's in front of the glass. I'm just going to give it some colour first. Remove the outline. Now I'm going to select the glass, highlight, then Shift the glass itself, and then I'm going to group it here. Now I could go Arrange, Group, or I can just hit the shortcut. And then I'm going to actually go Arrange, Order to the front of the page. There we go. Now the actual glass looks like it's sitting in a hole. Okay, now there are various keyboard shortcuts. You could even right mouse click and say Order, Bring to Front. Okay, lots of different ways to do it. Find the way that's best for you. Right, we need to add a couple more ellipses. So we need another ellipse at 39.5 by 4.8 millimeters. Okay, this one we're going to colour Pantone 347. So again, go across 3, 4. 347. Okay, just get rid of the outline. Right, I want another ellipse. This time I want one at 45.7 by 5.5. This one is going to be Pantone 382. That's a really vibrant green. Pantone 382. I think it's one of these. No, there we go. 381, 2. Now, again, I'm going to select one ellipse. Actually, no, I'm going to create the last ellipse first before I do that. I'm going to create an ellipse at 32.5 by 4.8. Now this one is going to be black. Process black. There we go. Right mouse click. Okay, we need to just get these in alignment. So I'm going to select each one in turn, but I'm going to select the glass last because that's the one I want to align everything to. So click, Shift, click, click, click. Align, center, apply. Okay. Now all we need to do now is just move these into the right position. Again, holding the Control button, we can move them up. Okay? Just roughly at the moment. They should overlap, something a bit like this. Okay? And then what we're going to do is, now you'll notice that when I'm doing this, what I'm actually doing is hitting the keyboard up arrow. Okay? Now, we just need to get the order correct. Now, what I'm going to do is select that one, and I'm going to hit Control, page down. It's the same as saying order, back one. Okay, so Control, page down. Then I'm going to select Shift, select that one, and then I'm going to go Shift, Control, page down. Then I'm going to select Shift, select the final one, Control, page down. Control, page down. There we go. What I'm doing is positioning the ellipses one on top of each other so we get this effect. Now, very quickly, we're just going to create some feet. I'm going to create a rectangle. And then I'm going to go Edit, Copy, edit, paste. And I'm going to extend this one. I've got 2 copies now. Now, this one, I'm going to add full radius, and this one as well. Now, this one is going to be positioned. This is the foot. This is the leg. Now, what I'm going to do is if I zoom in here, if I click once, it just selects it. If I select again, rotation options become available. So what I'm going to do is just move that down here to roughly there, and then I'm going to rotate to the right sort of angle. Then I'm going to click again, and I'm going to position it like so. Okay. And what I'm going to do is select the first object, shift, select the second, weld. Then I'm going to apply some color, rid of the outline. Now I'm going to create another copy of it, but I'm going to flip it horizontally. So I'm going to go into the scale and mirror, make sure I've got the horizontal mirror selected. I'm going to create one copy, and I'm going to flip it about that point. Apply. Okay, now I'm just going to hit Control and move that across so that it's in the right position. I'm then going to select the other one, Shift, select, Group. Now I'm going to just position them roughly in the right place. Now I'm going to send them backwards slowly. Control, page down, page down, page down, page down, page down. Done. Right, that's it. Our finished flying saucer. In fact, what I will do, now I want to readjust. The legs are too far apart, so I'm going to select, it's grouped at the moment. Now if I hit Control, I can select an object within a group, and then I'm going to use the arrow key to move it across a little bit to the left. Now I'm going to select the object again, hit Shift, I'm going to align them, so I'm going to hit Shift, select the glass, align, center, apply. Okay. Oh, that's better. Much better. Okay, that's it. Our finished flying saucer logo. Just going to click, drag, select everything, group it, and then position it somewhere up here. Okay, that's it. That's the end of this Videorial. In the next Videorial, we'll look at creating the little mascot that goes in the left-hand corner. Thank you for watching.